innocent victims of crime have frequently been overlooked by our criminal justice system, and their pleas for justice have gone unheeded, and their wounds, personal, emotional, and financial, have gone unattended.
Step back and rewind and think about what the climate was in the 70s.
The criminal justice system supported the defendants and ignored and mistreated victims.
We treated victims like fingerprints, evidence.
The judge, he said, I have no room in my court for your emotional outburst.
For 6.5 weeks, I stood outside a courtroom door, literally with my nose pressed against the pane of glass.
Those are the things we can never, ever forget.
The time has come when we as a free people should face up to some hard decisions about crime.
We went around the country and had hearings on victims of crime. We'd had breakfast with them, we'd have dinners. We never stopped listening to their stories.
I always said, this is never gonna happen to me.
He said, I have a gun. Give me your money, old man.
One minute I was there and the next minute I was gone. I didn't know what was happening to me.
I had my only son murdered. I was an angry man.
It was a time of passion, a time of learning.
I was rear-ended by a drunk driver, and I suffered burns over 95% of my body.
Individual citizens laid themselves open and exposed themselves and their pain in order to get things done.
Our task force on victims of crime called the neglect and mistreatment of crime victims a national disgrace. What we have to do now is move forward to correct this disgrace.
As we listened to the victims, we certainly got a sense of what was going to work and what wasn't.
Without those funds, I never would have been able to get out there for these trials and sentencings that were really very important to me.
We worked for a decade getting the law enforcement, getting hospital personnel to even just let us hold the victim's hand.
We got bigger, we got better. Prosecutors' offices, police departments have advocates. They never had that before.
Achieving credibility and maintaining a vision and not departing from that vision was the greatest challenge. It was also our greatest achievement.
Together, I'm confident that we can begin to make America safe again.
It's night and day from the way it was 25 years ago. We got real good laws, but enforcing that in reality, that's the millennium challenge.
Holy cow, about a third of the building has been blown away.
We have to keep the programs going that are there. We have to create new ones. We have to make more programs to reach more victims.
My dream is that one day, victims' rights and victim services will be so ingrained that it will be as naturally applied as the rights of those accused or convicted of crime.
I will die remembering the face of a young advocate who said, "You didn't deserve it." That changed my life, and that happens on a daily basis within our field.